from our president. Now, President Akufo-Addo is working for us. Agenda 111 is going to employ over 20,000 health officials, doctors, nurses, healthcare professionals, all of them, over 20,000 will be employed when Agenda 111 is constructed and completed. Agenda 111 will give jobs in these districts to local people. Plaudits to President Akufo-Addo. Nana, why are dear mo any adjuma?
Ladies and gentlemen, Agenda 111 has been carefully thought through.
Ghana for Ajiwachi. So to me, yeah, Austine Woode, to win some free home. From an idea, we are very social media and the near brain. So for 2 hours, Bokras or the Bayano, and ya dear, best hospital or any tree, our basis or Ghana, mentioning Mantam Pedria, any Abai Ayari Sabia. And so, Sanya Obesra, Tumfo, Catcher Wano. They say, Sanya Ghana Nibia, Papa Brown, our boy. Baba Yoma Penini. Yaka, they say, Obesum Ghana, ye, na Wajidi. Ghana for a Kai at the end. No, ni what, the cow. Yoma Penini. Ghana for a new church. So to me, yeah. For a while, it's a moose, who bet me a year. There, the foot up, the ma war. There, Ghana for a Juma. So, pray, Umavias, we are Umia Juma, and you hear Yayarisa, and whom. And you hear my impuntu Juma, oh, yeah, Yaquine. Who do I and only a hair at the Tuaba. So one proper we Ghana for Yade a any a buffo and a Tuaba. And so Tum for say, obey now the Bruni a friend say legacy. Obey Jordan at to her. Now Ghana for you really free with that. Sao Puchakasi ya would yes when this way. So to me, ya about the half a ball. Now I shall drink and munyam. The tomb for say, what in Pabba Chawati Ama Ghana Sikasem Tokrobia did that home. Watch me at Ethiopia. Now what but Ghana Sika and the Ghana for 2 home buying. Now you might get a say and Baba shall see what trade Santimanta what me I had to say every home.
And how many people in Ghana are going to get a lot of jobs? I think it's a good thing. A lot of jobs. Thank you, President Mo Neyo. The former president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has talked about Agenda 111 and says it's an afterthought. Let's listen to what exactly he said, and we'll be back to discuss it.
If we borrowed at an interest rate that was lower, then we use it to retire some of the high interest debts that had accumulated, especially the local debts, because that had mostly had a higher interest rate. So that's what a lot of the borrowing went into. We're criticized by our successors, as overborrowing. So like you're saying, a lot of what we borrowed for was tangible for people to be able to see. Several years later, you yourself are witness to what has happened. from 120 billion cedis total public debt. Today we're almost hitting 400 billion, 370 something billion public debt, and what most Ghanaians ask is, what have we done with this money? Look like most of it has gone into consumption rather than into providing the kind of infrastructure, that we need. It's only as an afterthought that suddenly they realize that, we must be doing some infrastructure. So Agenda 111 has been conjured. There's no transparency how the money is going to be, procured and all that. Is it going to lead to more borrowing, when we already have, such a high level of debt, hanging around the country's neck, So these are all things that we could build a consensus around if they were prepared to open up and involve everybody in doing so.
That was the former president of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And let me talk about it. I think that I have a problem with the former president and some of the things that he said. Some parts I agree with. But when he says it's an afterthought, and so what? Let's even assume without admitting that it's true. And so what? If it's an afterthought that the president or the current government says they are building 101 hospitals, what is the former president's problem with that? I think that we need to elevate the discourse in this country. He's a statesman, and he should be speaking as a statesman in some of it. It's not everything we want to politicize it. It did not come from us. So let us find some debt. Even if we struggle to get debt on it, we keep doing galamsey, going down to find debt on it. If it is not even an afterthought. The president, in his speech to the nation on COVID, said that he had realized that after COVID-19 struck and Ghana, we were dealing with this pandemic, our healthcare system is not that strong and resolute enough. So the president made that admission. So he said, moving on, what government would be doing is to make Ghana's healthcare system resolute and become a beacon of everybody to come and see that our healthcare has improved. This same NDC keep telling us about infrastructure. Somebody is doing infrastructure and you are saying it's an afterthought. Can former President Mahama tell us that everything that he envisaged to do, he was able to do in the 4 years? No. He couldn't have built all hospitals. So is he telling us that if we had given him an opportunity to serve us again, every infrastructure he says he was doing, it was an afterthought? What does that even mean? That afterthought thing that the former president said. What does that even mean? I think that the former president should know that he's a statesman. We hold him in high esteem. But some of the things he says, he should be careful. It is not everything we do political propaganda with. You can raise issues on the cost and the financing. I agree perfectly with him. But to downplay it and say it's and so what? It's an afterthought and so what? Okay, President Akufo-Addo did not give us roads. Did not build one hospital in his first term. Second term, he says he's building 111. And so what? What is wrong with that? If everything a president does, we will consider it's an afterthought, then presidents don't need to get second term. Because everything you do in your second term, then your opponents will say it's an afterthought. You could have done it in the first term. Was the NDC, you see, even with the NDC government, that came in 2009 under Professor Mills. When you run it pari passu with what John Mahama did, anytime the NDC talks about infrastructure, over 90% of the ones they talk about happened under President Mahama. So Ghanaians could have also said that, forget them, it's an afterthought, KJTR market. They realized that 2015 we were going for an election, it was just 1 year, so President Mahama, why didn't President Mills do it? If that is the logic we are going by, it's a good project that would help Ghanaian businesses, that would help healthcare delivery, I don't care if it's an afterthought or what. All I care about is the 111 hospitals are built so that my grandmother in Akumadan, when she has Mojabroswo, she can visit the district hospital. That is key. You think my grandmother cares about when President Akufo-Addo said it or when he would do it? No. Let us all pray that this thing would happen. But to President Akufo-Addo, Otumfuo has spoken. Otumfuo could Nana say to Abibio, the Asante Hene could not attend the event. So he sent the, I think it's Asuonyunu Hene to represent him. And this is what the Asuonyunu Hene said. The Otumfuo wants to tell the president.
And wapa say we be free medie ase Ghana for ejiwachi say untumi nya say kuma wudia untumi je won samfre ho omena de unwie aferi social media and the echinye bebre say foto a wa bokra so de beye no enya ade a beso hospital Oha any actually obesity or Ghana, Mansini, Mantam, Pedria, any Abai, Ayari, Sabia. And so, Sanya Obesra, Tumfo, Catcher Wano. They say, Sanya Ghana, Nibia, Babo Brana, Wabui. Baba Bayo Mampenini. Yaka, Nisse, Obesum Ghana, ye, na Wajidi. Ghana for a kai adie. No ni wa de akao. Ti o man panyini. Ghana for ene o eje achi. Se untumi nye. Tumfo e wa hwese mu se ubetumi aye. Se na futu a ode ma wo. Se Ghana for pe adwuma so Rai, Umavius, Yaumia Juma, and Yarisa, and you hear my Impuntuma, oh, yeah, Yaquine, Hudo, oh, yes, and only a hair at the Twaba. So one crocra, we Ghana for Yade, a com, and a buffo, and a Twaba. And so Tumfo say obey na
on a lighter side. And you Ghana ni bia na ye kaso wonye bibi ngini din a wotimi ye di gini din.
Dian hat schon 2 geschossen. Gegen Serbien und Australien verwandelt. Ein links oben, ein rechts unten.
Okay. Thank you. As I'm watching, I went to me and you din. Ntinye Ghana ni bia na ene ye kaso wonye nyini din obetimi aya gini din. Okay. Everything Ghanaians want to tell the President of the Republic on Agenda 111, the Asuonyunu Hene has spoken our minds. So, Mr. President, Ghana will be bringing you because a lot of the things the President has said, people doubt it. That is what the Asuonyunu Hene on behalf of the Asante Hene was saying. A lot of Ghanaians are saying they doubt it. So the President should do this thing so that we all believe him. But today, what I want to free my mind on, listen to this. Listen to this.
So let me take the first brief. The government of Ghana's Agenda 111, which aims at providing 101 district hospitals, will commence on Tuesday, the 17th of August, 2021. The project will also see to the provision of 2 specialized hospitals one for the middle belt, one for the northern belt of the country. These are psychiatric hospitals. And then a redevelopment of the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. There will also be the development of 6 new regional hospitals and 1 extra regional hospital for the Western region. The district hospitals project, as you recall, was first announced in April 2020 by President Akufo-Addo during his 8th COVID update to the nation. And it is programmed to take, so let me take the first 12 months, the government of Ghana's Agenda 111, which aims at providing 101 district hospitals, will commence on Tuesday, the 17th of August, 2021. The project will also see to the provision of 2 specialized hospitals, one for the middle belt, one for the northern belt of the country. These are psychiatric hospitals. And then a redevelopment of the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. There will also be the development of 6 new regional hospitals and 1 extra regional hospital for the Western region. The district hospitals project, as you recall, was first announced in April 2020 by President Akufo-Addo during his 8th COVID update to the nation. And it is programmed to take between 12 months to complete each one from the point of commencement. You recall earlier, I think there was a bit of confusion that it was 12 months from the date that he had mentioned it, but that was not the point. And we sought to clarify that for each project, you expect that it will take 12 months to complete once it is commenced. So the program is to take 12 months for each unit from the point of commencement. And these are 101 of the district hospitals before you add the other facilities we are talking about, all making 111. Now, since its announcement, the Project Implementation Committee, chaired by Chief of Staff Madam Akosua Frema Osei-Opare, has been delivering a number of objectives. 1, to secure the physical location of 101 sites. Currently, they have secured 88 of those 101 sites. Not just securing the physical location, but also securing title to the parcels of land, 88 out of 101 so far. And each of these parcels is about 15 acres to be able to do.
Vincent is the Minister of Information. He says that under Agenda 111, 88 district hospitals, the budget for it is nearly $17 million, approximately $16.88 million. Please listen to this. That is what I want to free my mind on. $16.88 million is the cost that has been budgeted for one district hospital under Agenda 111.
Ghana.
At a recent meeting of the economic management team, it emerged that Ghana constructs 60 to 80 bed district hospitals for $25 million. Today, you will hear the African Development Bank constructed a 150-bed hospital in Accra a few years ago for 5.76 million
critical
Ghana
attention
cedis,
is paid to the
or the
procurement
equivalent of about
processes. The conference thus offered stakeholders the opportunity to establish how the country can get value for billions of cedis invested in the construction of roads, schools and hospitals. Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was worried that comparative analysis reveals that better quality hospitals are currently built at a more cost-effective rate in places like India.
Bawumia in 2018 at a value for money conference. You see, Dr. Bawumia gets away with so many things in this country. Dr. Bawumia. And immediately you point out the inaccuracies in some of the things he says, then his followers will tell you, you don't read. Oh, are you challenging Dr. Bawumia? You see, back in 2018, listeners of Love FM, when Dr. Bawumia raised this issue of the NDC had built a district hospital for $25 million and that it was too much, and that in Nigeria, Dangote had built 1,000-bed hospital for $1.something million, and the African Development Bank had built a 150-bed hospital for $3.something million. I said that no, what Dr. Bawumia is saying is wrong. We need to do a value for money audit of. You just don't say that somebody has built a building, it's expensive, another has built it at this cost, so this one is corrupt. When I said that, people attacked some of us that Dr. Bawumia knows. He's the vice president, head of economic management team. How come Dangote is building 1,000 at 1 million? How come African Development Bank is building 150 bed at $3 million? And John Mahama is building a district hospital at $25 million. Today, Dr. Bawumia, President Akufo-Addo is building a district hospital at $16.88 million. What do you have to say about that, Dr. Bawumia? Back then, you told us that 3.5 million can build a district hospital. Why can't it build now? Or because it's 3 years? Dr. Bawumia gets away with a lot of things that he has said. When you fact check him and play his voices back, a lot. So today, what will Dr. Bawumia say? His own government is building a district hospital at $16.88 million. About 3 times the amount the African Development Bank spent to build a 150-bed hospital. Even the one we are building is 60 to 80 bed. You heard Kojo Oponkroma. So what will Dr. Bawumia say now? That this government is corrupt? We need to have principles in this country. We need to have principles. Dr. Bawumia, if you go back and check some of the things he has said in opposition when they came to government early and what they are saying now, you realize that people are not principled in this country. Now, your government is building a district hospital at $16.88 million. The African Development Bank built a hospital, according to you, 150 bed. Yours is 60 to 80 bed. 150 bed at 3.5 million. How come you are building yours at $16.88 million? I believe in Dr. Bawumia in 2008. I believe in what he says in 2010. I believe in what he says 2016. I believe in what he said in 2018. Then this government is corrupt. But do you know why this government is not corrupt? Because there is a value for money audit that will prove otherwise or that will prove it. Until that is done, you just don't go and you see a project, you say this one is this one is this cost, this one is corrupt because it costs more. Who does that? But anytime Dr. Bawumia does that and you complain, they say, oh, you don't read. You don't read. Are you challenging Dr. Bawumia? And I wish you were there in Trede. So that when they were saying that each hospital will cost 16.88, you say, hey, no, it's too much. We can build it at $5 million. But people are not principled, so he will get away with it. 03220-83596, 03220-83597. Free your mind. *924#. Just get diggy with it. CBG, your most trusted bank, is standing with you.